Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here from Paradise Garage and LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. If you guys can quickly let me know if you guys can hear and see me, type in the chat. Also, if you're a Learn Auto Body and Paint VIP member, type in the chat, if you're a VIP and where you're tuning in from. And then we can get to the auto body Q&A. I couldn't make it on Monday. My bad. I had an emergency. Something came up. Yesterday I was busy, something came up, so we moved it to today, Wednesday evening. So type in the chat super quickly, guys. Let me know if you guys can hear and see me. And if you're a Learn Auto Body VIP member, type in VIP. If you're a total newbie, never been on before, type that in also. And I'm here for you to do quick auto body Q&A. I know a lot of people are used to jumping on Monday evenings. So if we don't have many people jumping on today, we're going to, end it early so I can continue doing what I'm doing and do other things. Again, I'm only here to help you guys get to the next level with auto body, doing some Q&A for you guys. And if the demand is not there, why am I going to be wasting my time to be here? So other than that, you guys can just start typing in the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear and see me, and also type in where you're tuning in from. Also, I've been getting some emails from VIPs saying that they're not getting the notifications when we go live. And it's not on my part, because I will send out emails when we go live. Like we just sent out an email, I think like 20 minutes ago. But you need to be subscribed to the YouTube channel. To get the YouTube notifications, you got to be subscribed to the YouTube channel. And then also make sure you click the bell and then turn the post notifications to all. So when we go live or when we put a new video up, you guys get them. So it's that setting with you and YouTube, not with you and me, for the YouTube notification. So just as a reminder, you might want to unsubscribe and then resubscribe and then make sure you hit that bell. What's up, Rich Reese? Tuning in from the UK. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Let's see. Okay, so for all you newbies tuning in for the first time, how many newbies on for the first time? You might want to go here to grab some free training. Tony here in my garage. I'm going to put a link here. We got JD in the house. We got Embry Smith. What's going on? Not the gun, but it's mostly the painter. I agree. Curtis. What's up, Curtis? What's up, JD? We got Allie in the background making a bunch of noise. Curtis, bare metal, primer, sealer, then paint. One-step paint. Are you asking a question or telling me what you're doing? Not sure what you're stating there, Curtis. Again, guys, we're going to be on for maybe 20 minutes, give or take. Any auto body and paint questions you got, type it in. Try to be as detailed as possible, and I can help you out. Embry Smith from New York. What part? JD says it's not the size of your hammer, but how you throw it all at the nail. Hilarious. Oh, God. Ed Fester from San Antonio, 102 degrees. I had a friend of mine just came in from Florida last night. He just stopped over the house. And he's like, Florida was freaking hot as hell. He hated it. Muggy, hot. And he's like, it was like a night and day difference when he got off the plane back to Hawaii here. Hello from Cali Mesa, California. Kevin O'Brien, hey, Tony, VIP member, but still a newbie. What's going on? I have had issues with tape lines pulling paint up. Any advice? Yes. And as I always state in my videos, in VIP or some of my YouTube videos, you want to unmask your paint job about hour and a half to 2.5 hours after you paint it. You don't want to wait until it's fully cured and dried when unmasking. So that's probably your issue is you are waiting till it's fully cured to unmask your car. You want to do it while the paint is still, I wouldn't want to say wet, but you know, while it's while it's still wet, but not tacky. You know, it has to be set up to the touch where you could kind of graze your fingers on it and it not stick. You know, that's why I show you to touch the tape to see how it's setting up. And I got something here. I got bit the other day and it's just been itchy like hell. So, so yeah, you want to unmask your car about an hour and a half to 2.5 hours after you paint while it's still wet. That's the trick. Let's see. It's hot, unlike the cold NFT bear market. Well, I mean, we're in a complete crypto bear market, but I think it's a good time, and it might become even a better time, hopefully in the next month, to get some more of your high conviction coins. You know, like DCA in, man. Stupid. Jason's just retarded. Sometimes you just gotta look at it before you unmask it, which is true. So true. You gotta look at it. What is the cure for paint crazing? Bare metal start again. What is the cure for paint crazing? I don't understand what you're saying. Dude, guys, my hand has been acting up like a nerve in my hand. I don't know if it's because I'm on my laptop lately, but like the nerve in my hand, like when I'm on the laptop, sometimes like my fingers will just like twitch like that. I hate it. It's been doing it for like 2 days. I hate it. Okay, here we go. We got a legit question here. Um, should I just do primer or use a sealer then paint on bare metal? '08 Chevy. Oh, my wife is home. I would do a 2K filler primer. Use like a DTM, which is a direct to metal primer, over your metal spots. So use a DTM 2K filler primer. I'm using a product called ECG, European Genuine Coatings. You can see the orange can here. It's a DTM filler primer. Okay, and that's a good foundation to just paint directly over after you sand it with 400. All right. Okay, so Rich says cracks in paint. All right, let's see. What was your question again? What's the cure for paint crazing bare metal? Start again. Yeah, sure. Sand it all down. Get it down, like use 80 grit, get it down to metal, and then put a nice filler 2K filler primer on it. Fill it up. You could even use an epoxy if you want, if you're not using a direct to metal DTM. All right. If I paint the car at 85 degrees, do I have to use slow hardener? I would definitely. If you're doing a complete paint job, I would always use a slow hardener. Always. Always, always. Because when you use a slow hardener, it gives your paint to flow out pretty much. You know, it flows out the orange peel, you get less orange peel, and it's just better for the paint. So you always want to use a slow hardener. Oh shit, cracks. Okay, I said that. Like lines, that reaction. Okay. Um, like lines, is that a reaction? So what are you saying, Rich Reese? Like you painted something and then you got cracks in it afterward? It could be a chemical reaction if you're doing new paint. If you're doing new paint and it starts cracking, it could be your primer. I'm not sure, exactly what products you're using, but it could be the primer. Um, Again, you got to give me a little bit more details on what's going on, but yeah. Robert says, "Hey Tony, can you show us how you trigger the spray gun while you are painting? While I was painting for the first time, I just pulled the trigger all the way in, and it looked like I oversprayed." Um, yeah, you're talking about like as you spray. So at the end of every panel, you want to just kind of like let go of your trigger to where only air is coming out. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you do it. If you watch my painting videos, I think you'll get a better idea. Are you a VIP, Robert? Just watch my painting videos as I paint and then listen because you can pretty much hear the difference also. DTFs are my favorites. What is DTF, man? I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. What is DTF? Probably some weird acronym. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Why would the Hold on. Why would the epoxy be wet on wet or would the epoxy be wet on wet or wait till epoxy dry? You should flash it, at least let it dry. Epoxy should be dry, not fully dry. It could probably be like, 20-minute flash time, 15-minute flash time. I bought the LV21 and I got tiger stripes on my trunk 67 Chevelle. What type of paint are you doing? Metallic? You could get tiger stripes with any spray gun. I think it could be the spray gun, right? If you're getting tiger stripes, unclean spray gun, clogged tips could give you a heavier paint on the top, middle, or bottom, depending. Could be any gun. Or it could just be the way you're spraying. Because you could have a perfectly working spray gun and still get tiger stripes because you're just not spraying it correctly. Right. So when you're doing heavy metallics, pearls, flakes, you want to make sure you crisscross your painting. So you're going one way and then you go this way. Right. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to look at it. What is the proper process and material when converting chrome rims to black? Well, you could sand your chrome with 150 grit, give or take 150. I wouldn't go finer than that because you're going to want to put a filler primer on top of it and then basically sand out your filler primer and spray base coat, clear coat. It's pretty simple. You could even go as far as 80 grit if you really want to scuff it up, but anywhere from 80 to 150 is all you need. You could use an epoxy primer on top of that if you want, or you can just use a regular 2K filler primer or a direct to metal uh, primer and just flatten it out, sand it good with 400 and paint it. I mean, it's really not a big deal. Thank you. I will do that. Last time I used fast hardener and the clear coat came out dry and orange peel. Yeah, that's the reason. You want to make sure you're always doing um, using a slow reducer, especially for a complete large paint job. You know, when doing a two-stage paint and four different colors, how long before you wait in between hanging colors? Well, you wait until the paint's pretty much set up. So normally base coat will set up and be dry in like 30 to 40 minutes. Okay. So, I would, if you're going to be masking, I would wait an hour. So you could spray one color, about 40, 45 minutes, depending on the heat. If you're painting in like 80, 80 to 90 degree weather, then you'll be dry in 30 minutes. You know what I mean? And then as soon as your base coats are dry, 45 minutes, give or take, when you can start masking it. Okay. And when you're masking, I would use fine line tape to do your graphics. And then I would use a less, adhesive masking tape. I wouldn't use like really good masking tape. A good masking tape is the blue painter's tape that you can get at like your home center, Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever, because it doesn't adhere. This stuff. What brand is this? Scotch Brite. Okay. It's not as tacky as my regular 3/4 inch masking tape that I use for basic masking. You know what I mean? Because if you put something that has really good adhesion on it, man, sometimes you could peel your paint, especially if your foundation, if you didn't sand great, if you didn't sand good, it could peel off. What do you need, Maya? Needle nose plier?
Yeah.
Okay. Like what? Like a big one?
Small one, like super small, smallest one you have.
Is that okay? Bent?
Yeah.
Or you need it straight? There's Maya. She's getting big. Getting really big. She gained 6 pounds in 1 month.
Yeah, I did.
What's up, Tony? Have you ever used that Power Glide coat? Powder Guide coat? Nah, I don't use it. I mean, it's a bunch of new crap. If you want to use it, use it. A lot of times I'll just use primer as a guide coat because I can see, you could even just use primer, guys. But sometimes if you're doing hardcore body work and you need to really see, I would just use a flat black spray can. And that's what I use. Powder coat, I mean, it's just a new product, marketing, new crap to sell you guys more stuff. So it's, you can try it. I'm not a big fan, never used it, never, whatever. Tony Jr. here in the garage. Yo, so how hot is it over there, JD? I know you're in Nevada. What's the temperature over there? Sweating your kahunas off? Does slow reducer in base make a difference or medium's okay? I really don't see a difference. I normally use medium for all of my paint when it comes to base coat. I very rarely use slow. I always get medium, but I do use slow for my clear coat. I use medium and slow. So if I'm doing a touch up or quick partial paint job, fender or something, I can use a medium. But if I'm doing a larger paint job, I like to use slow. When using single stage, how many coats can be sprayed? 2 to 3 coats. Normally, if you lay your 2 coats on like a wet to heavy, 2 coats is fine. So like, the Good Van project that we did, it's basically I did 2 coats. There it is right here. Haven't washed it since I painted it 6 weeks ago, and it's just sitting. I got bird crap on it, whatever. But it looks good. People like it. Oh, it might rain. Crazy. Yeah, it is beautiful out here today. Look at it. There's the Tessie. There's we're doing a little bit of landscaping. Had a big hump over here. We're kind of taking the hump out over here, kind of like, grading it out. And yeah, it's beautiful out today, man. I wanted to hit the beach this morning, but everyone was sleeping. What's up? Tuning in from Guam. Okay. I'm about to do a little mini workout after this. Cloudy all day, about 95. That's still pretty hot. I think what's the temperature here? Hey, thanks for I can drop off the keys in your mailbox. Shit. Okay. Yes, I am home. Period. Also, let me know what I need to do. Period. I have no idea. Period. Nah, one of my neighbors is going to Europe and he wants my daughter to watch their dogs for 2 weeks. What was I saying, guys? Oh, the temperature here, 81. Okay, tuning in from Guam. Did I ever use Reface? What do I think? I never used it. Never used it. Planning to clear coat my sentimental car project. Is it okay to use Acme Finish One clear coat or use a more expensive brand? Man, it depends on your budget. If you feel like you want to spend 350 bucks on a gallon kit of clear coat, which will give you more than that, right? Because you're going to be mixing it. Then do it. Like if you're going to go high end and get a good clear coat, I would go with House of Color or PPG, Deltron. They make a really good clear coat. But as far as like, man, I've had like outstanding results with Acme by Sherman Williams. This clear coat is a really good clear coat, about $100 for a gallon kit, and it comes out really nice, really glossy, no dieback, which means after you spray it, you wait a week and then the clear coat looks drier. Sometimes clear coats take time to cure out, and then with cheap clears, it could look good for the first couple days. 2 weeks later, it looks dull. Okay, then you got to color sand and buff it. But color sanding and buffing will fix that problem. If you use a higher end clear coat, you spray it, it looks glossy, looks like glass. 2 3 weeks later, 2 3 months later, it still looks like glass. Like it doesn't die back, they call it, right? It doesn't dry out and shrivel up. But cheaper clear coats tend to do that. But I haven't noticed that with Acme, which is a cheap clear coat. It's inexpensive. It's like 110 here in Hawaii. I'm sure you guys get a little cheaper. But anyway, guys, hit the like button if you haven't. I'm going to drop a couple links. We'll answer a couple more questions, then I'm outie. So for all you newbies just tuning in, go here to learnautobodyandpaint.com to get some free training. You could download some guides. We got some videos for you by email, blah, blah, blah. It's all there. And there's going to be a special upgrade to VIP if you want to join us in VIP. If not, whatever. Zula.com is doing a special sale. It looks like there's 17 hours left. Some Father's Day sale. You're getting a whole cup system for free, which is like $130 value. You're getting the disposable cup system, 30 bucks off all spray gun. It's a pretty good deal. So you guys might want to check that out. There's like a few hours left on that. And then for some of you guys in here interested in crypto, you can follow me on this newsletter here, cryptowaters.com. Follow me there. I'm not releasing content yet, but as soon as I'm ready to, I will, and you'll be on that newsletter. So if you're interested with crypto and you want to make money with it and put some skin in the game, then follow me there. If not, whatever. Carolyn says, I just ordered the X88. Super stoked. This is my go-to gun right here. Just used it, and I didn't clean it that well, so I got to clean it. Look at it. It's kind of like it needs a cleaning. But actually, my buddy that just stopped over today, he picked up. I had 2 of these laying around, and he's like, Tony, I got to paint the car. I need some spray guns. Do you have any? I'm like, yeah, dude, I got 2 of these X88s. He's like, I want one for me and I want one for my son. So make a review on stylish studs. JD, do you still have any stylish studs? VIP from Big Island. I just laid down some base on a hood and I got a sandpaper finish. First time that's happened. 26 psi, 6-inch distance from panel. It seems like you're spraying it on dry, man. Like that's the only thing. I would make sure. So, like, if you're spraying paint on dry like that, it's because just make sure you're mixing it correctly. Make sure it's mixed correctly, number one. And sometimes if you're spraying with too high of a pressure, it'll dry the paint out before it even hits the panel. And that happens with primer a lot. I haven't really noticed it with base coat, but and make sure you got wide open fluid flow. Make sure your needle is out all the way and then you tighten it, right? So I like to back this out all the way, squeeze my trigger and then tighten it, right? Right when it touches, you got wide open fluid flow. Okay. And you get dry paint because you're not getting enough material on the panel fast enough. Okay. It's drying out and then getting on your panel. So it's high pressure. When you're spraying a high pressure, that'll happen, or not enough material coming out. Okay. Not enough material coming out. You got a little bit of material coming. It dries in the air and then it lands and it gets dry. So check that. It's mostly your paint mixture or your spray gun settings. All right. Sherwin-Williams has an ATX clear that's on sale and it's good. So check it out. I don't know. Never used it. Nah, I flipped them for a gain. Awesome. Shit. What is the primary benefit to flow coating a car? Is it a better shine? So flow coating, guys, is basically doing a paint job, putting 2 coats of clear on it, letting it dry, waiting a week or two, cutting it down with 800 grit sandpaper, and then putting 2 more coats of clear coat. Usually that's done on custom paint jobs only, because normally 2 coats of clear is all you need. Okay, it's enough to even give you room to color, sand, and buff. And normally it's done over custom paint jobs, like I said, candy paint jobs, to make your paint look deeper. So if you got like some candy going on, usually they'll do 2 coats, 2 or 3 coats, let that sit and dry. Maybe you'll have some metallic in it or whatever, right? And then you got to flow coat it to just make the paint look deeper. And that's pretty much it, to give you a better gloss and give you more paint on there. That's pretty much the result of flow coating. All right. I don't know if you meant to skip my question about the rusted truck bed floor, but I'm not a VIP, Tony. I did not see your question. Okay. Have you ever repaired a truck bed floor? Yes, many times. I bought a truck, didn't realize the floor was rotted bad under the liner, pretty big spots. I can only find Ford and Chevy replacement panels. It's a Nissan. So yeah, you're probably going to have to do some sheet metal work. I would just grind it out as much as you can, clean it out. We do have rust repair videos in VIP that shows you the whole process, how to treat the rust. I don't think I have. You might just want to YouTube it. Maybe some other guys got some videos on that. I don't have anything except for in VIP. But you're going to want a sheet metal. You might want to use a spot welder like the one I got here to basically patch up your holes, weld it up, and then put some body filler on it. And then you could, I would just Raptor line it, with some heavy duty Raptor liner. All right. So yeah, Ketis Bloom, we have sheet metal videos in VIP that shows you how to use this machine. So you might want to, and I think we did some truck rocker panels in VIP and an old Model T. But yeah. All right. So I don't know what this dude is talking about here. It amazes me how much disinformation I provide. Wow. Like what? Anyway, guys, I'm going to drop the links again right before I leave. If you want to grab some free training, go right here to learnautobodyandpaint.com. And then here are the links again to Zula.com for the sale. And then if you guys are interested in crypto, I'm going to drop this link one more time. You can sign up there because it is 1:30 and I am outie. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tony here in my garage from Paradise Garage, hanging out. And I'll see you next week, Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's Monday, 1 p.m. my time. I couldn't make it that this past Monday, but it's usually normally every Monday. All right. Yeah. So whatever. Yeah, maybe he should start his own channel and then yeah, we could learn from that dude over there, but whatever. Thanks guys for tuning in. Tony here hanging out with you. Have a great rest of your day and week and weekend. Peace. Have a good one. Cheers. And peace out, JD. Let's touch base later. And catch up. I gotta get to work. I gotta make some van videos and get some other things done. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good one. Peace out. Tony here hanging out in my garage. See you guys next week. Laters.